Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our first week of our Closer series. This week, week one, we are looking at how do we step closer to God when we feel overlooked. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I had one of those moments in high school. I love basketball. I love playing basketball, dribbling up and down the court, all that fun stuff. But in high school, my senior year, we had a team. My friends and I, we'd been playing together for 4 years, and we were excited that this was our year. We were going to win conference. We were going to win state. We were going to go off and play D2, D1. Like, we had all these dreams of what we thought we were going to accomplish and do. And I remember that halfway through the year, by the end of the year, I found myself sitting on the bench, and not just sitting on the bench. I found myself being overlooked by college coaches, whether it was by my size or other different characteristics. And I remember feeling this feeling of rejection, that I'm not good enough. And a lot of us, we can relate with that, whether it's something with sports, something with theater, club, whatever it might be. We all have that story of rejection or feeling overlooked. There's someone in the Bible that can relate perfectly with this, and that is David. And in our text today in 1 Samuel 16, we see this story played out firsthand in David's life. Now, Samuel was a prophet that God has challenged to anoint the new king of Israel, goes to this Jesse's house. Now, Jesse has all these boys, and he brings him to Samuel thinking, oh, of course, this is the young man that's going to be anointed king. Of course, he's going to be anointed king. And Samuel's looking over all of Jesse's sons, and he's like, no, not this one. God, this isn't it. Are you sure, God? And okay, no, sorry, Jesse, that's not it. And he goes through all the sons, and Samuel looks at Jesse and asks, is this all your boys? And Jesse just has that moment like, oh no, David, our youngest, he's out in the field. He's out watching the sheep. Surely it couldn't be David. Even David's own father overlooked him in this moment. And so Samuel asked Jesse to bring David in. And in that moment, God's like, yes, this is the one. This is the one that I am choosing. And Samuel in that moment anoints King David. Now, David was overlooked by his own father. So imagine the rejection that he's even wrestling with in this moment. But what we see, as it's spoken of in Scripture, is what man sees the outer, the external, but God sees the heart. God sees the potential. And just to remind you guys today, as we continue this conversation and start this conversation of stepping closer to God, to remind you that even though man might overlook you, even though you might feel rejected by man, God has not overlooked you. God is not rejecting you. And so as we get ready to step into this conversation here today, I want to begin to ask the question of what have been some areas in your life that you felt overlooked, areas in your life where you have felt rejected, and what are some of those emotions that have played into it? But then also, what are some of those dreams that God's placed in your heart, and how can you continue to pursue the things that God's placed in you even though you feel overlooked? Thank you for taking a few minutes here just to hear what our topic is for today. Hope discussion goes well. We will see you guys next week for week 2.